Joshua.
Joshua.
We are back, and this time we are here with another debate.
Man, this motherfucker got me heated right now. YouTube, listen to me. The first arc of Bleach was fantastic. It was gangster. It was flawless. This nigga Ichigo was a monster. He was a menace. So
It had good parts, but overall, could have been better.
this nigga tripping. Help us settle this debate today about Bleach. He thinks that I am nostalgia banging this show way too hard.
Nostalgia bias like a motherfucker.
Yeah, and I don't think I am. I think it is a fantastic show, and there are not very many anime out there topping this show right now.
I am not gonna lie to you. It is a fantastic show. I have watched the entire
That didn't
thing.
directly copy the show whole fucking sauce. Don't play with me.
Listen, I love Bleach so very much. Some of my favorite characters come from Bleach. So some of Bleach has my favorite moments of all time. However, there are points in the show where it got dreadfully slow. Not the main canon stuff wasn't too bad. So the first arc was the slowest one. Once you get the Soul Society, it really picked up. But then you have the problem with just filler. So my big problem overall with Bleach is the just inconsistency of the anime. The manga, phenomenal. Absolutely grade A. Would recommend. If you think the show is too slow, go read the manga. That shit is fucking fabulous.
Yep, that shit is fantastic. Great A. If you haven't finished the manga, go finish that shit. So, Arc 1. Ichigo can see ghosts. He's beating the shit out of niggas on the street. And this makes for just a good ass show. If that's all that shit would have been, it would have been fantastic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Episode 1 was fabulous. I just think they dragged it out too long. I feel like he could have fought, a hollow or two, and it would have been like, all right, get pulled up by somebody strong and get clapped real quick, like he did with the Japanese. I just feel like I don't remember exactly how long the anime stretched out.
It was a few, about a dozen episodes or so set up before they got to the real shit. Julio and the fucking Setos.
That's what I'm saying. You waited 10 episodes before you even introduced all these Udiu and all these hollows. Like, that shit is slow.
I don't think it was bad because the first 10 episodes was him not wanting to be a fucking Soul Reaper. Like, I've been able to see ghosts and I haven't even appreciated it because this made me a social fucking pariah. Now I'm irritated at people. I gotta protect little ghost kids all the fucking time. They was real life introducing this nigga. And it made me adhere to that show just so much more.
Well, that's
every time she had to pop this nigga out of his body forcibly until the fucking Udiu fight. Like, nigga, I don't have time for this. Until this nigga real life got his resolve up and was like, alright, fuck it. I can't just protect who the fuck I want to protect. I gotta be a Soul Reaper.
I mean, I get it, but I don't get why it takes so long to do that, especially considering that he was already willing to help the souls that he was seeing. So why would he be unwilling to do is to be a Soul Reaper, which is already doing what he's doing?
Because fighting monsters. Who the fuck want to fight a bunch of giant goddamn ass monsters coming at you all the goddamn time?
Well, I mean, motherfucker attacked your house. That's a pretty good motivation.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like a dozen episodes just to get the Udiu and the more hollows. And then how long until Byakuya shows up? Like, I feel like it should have been a decent amount. I think it should have just been.
I feel it, but I watched that shit as a kid, so this might be a little bit of nostalgia bias coming in. But every time that shit came on, it was fucking fire. Them niggas was popping shit, and it was good enough for what it was. But also, when you were watching it the first time, you didn't know that shit was gonna get that real. This was very beginning of my anime journey. I didn't know how the whole anime trope was.
But again, this is where the nostalgia part. You just gotta admit, like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a bad arc. I loved it. I liked it the first time. I loved it. But again, I just feel like it could have been shorter, longer than it needed. That's why a lot of people dropped it.
Yeah, man, y'all go stop fucking playing with me with Bleach, bro. This shit is top tier, ZZ, Super S, whatever the fuck your A+ level is, anime, bro. Stop fucking playing with me. The first arc was fine.
And the first arc was fine, but it wasn't great. Once you get to the Soul Society, though, that's why I don't get people slipping. Does the Belt arc come before or after the Soul Society?
After.
See, that's the problem, right there. So, for those of you that do not know, the Bound arc is an excessively fucking long filler arc that takes place after the Soul.
And I thought it was fucking tastic,
and
nigga.
Someone right now who tells you Bleach is one of my favorite, animangas of all time, when I got to the Bout arc, I genuinely almost stopped watching. I was watching episodes, like, I went from watching multiple, 5, 6, 7, 8 episodes a day to watching one. Maybe I was only on one episode for a couple of days. I was so fucking bored. Like, the Bout arc is not good. I'm not gonna defend it in any way, except for the fact that I think Kyria was a cool fight at the end and a decent hump for him to overcome in theory, if it was actually canon. But since it's filler, fuck it. Don't watch it. Skip it completely if you can. It's not worth it. It might ruin your experience. It's not even worth the risk. I would just skip straight over the Bout arc.
All right. So
I actually did when I rewatched the show. I did not watch it.
I'm sick as fuck. I've been hearing slander like this for a long ass time, and I specifically went back to rewatch the Bout arc. And goddamn it, they didn't have new manga to fucking adapt. Alright. And sometimes you gotta time out. Sometimes you gotta deal with the shit. As far as filler arcs go, if you have to deal with a filler arc, I'd much rather go with Bout arc than the fucking dinosaur arc from Boruto, the pirate arc, I would go with the Bout arc over some canon arcs of some show. Like, that shit was not that bad. I appreciated the dolls. It was like the territories, and Yu Yu Hakusho was completely different from any power we had seen. And I think they could have made that canon. I feel like that nigga, after he saw that, could have wrote that shit into the story. It would have been fantastic, and it would have been a nice little tie-in. It would have been fantastic. It would be a good little level up for Ichigo. It would have been great. The dolls were great because they all had personalities just like Zanpakuto's, but they were not always obedient to their masters, and it was an interesting little wrinkle to see niggas fight these niggas. And I don't know, man. Don't hate on the Bound arc, bro. Y'all niggas tripping.
I see your points. A couple of them are decent. I get some people being interesting and all that, but that does not justify that arc being just as long as everything previous. How long? Go ahead.
Bro, I'm about to Google it right now. How long was the Bound arc?
Go ahead. Look up. Go ahead. On stream right now. Look up how long the Bound arc is. I want those people to hear this shit compared to the rest of the fucking series.
Looking it up right now.
Yep. Go ahead.
28 episodes. 28 episodes. Season 4. So if you want to skip it, it's in season 4. It's 28 episodes long. It focuses on the introduction of the Bout, a race of humans that consume human souls to extend their lives, their conflicts, and Ichigo and all that other shit ensues. And the old dude in this arc was he was the coldest because this nigga was strong as hell, but he was also not trying to fight nobody. He was trying to end this shit. And it could have been a real good wrinkle to the show had it been canon.
So I will admit I was wrong. It's not as long as I originally thought it was. However, that actually makes it even worse because of how horrible it is to get through. I could not sit through multiple episodes in a day. I was not interested. That shit was boring as hell. It was taking way too long to get from point A to point B, and I wasn't here for it. Again, if I were you, I would skip not only this filler but most of Bleach filler. There's only one Bleach filler out of all of it that I actually kind of enjoyed.
Yeah, we agreed on this one.
And even that, I didn't even watch on my second watch.
You skipped the Riga arc, I'm coming to your house and fucking you up.
I skipped it on my second watch through, Joshua.
The Riga arc is my shit. That is the most randomest, the bullshit they ever could have put out there. But it was every second of it was fucking fantastic. Muramasa coming back as a disembodied Zanpakuto who lost his master to cause absolute chaos in the Soul Society, making captains have their Bankais turn against them, and they had to fight these niggas to overcome all this ignorance just so the nigga can find his master, and his master stabbed him. That was the most epic reveal I had ever seen ever. And it was in a goddamn filler arc, Joshua!
Okay, no, and here's where
It
we
was
agree.
great storytelling.
Here's where we agree. Very first time through, I watched it and I enjoyed it. And if you are interested in seeing Zanpakutos turn against their master, absolutely watch it on your first watch through. I watched it. It's filler, sure, but I enjoyed it the first time through. However, my second watch through, I skipped all filler, and this included. I watched no filler my second watch through, just because I think it takes away from the main story that I'm actually invested in. Because I think it takes place at horrible times just because of the breaks in the manga. And I just feel like, again, sometimes they seem kind of dragged out. Again, I get it. It's the manga has to get caught up. You know, they can't get, they can't make stuff up and it be canon. But at the same,
all right, final point. I get it. I will concede to you that they're horribly timed because a lot of this shit happened in the Espada arc, and that was the hypest shit ever. And I was pissed when the arc started, but then 4, 5 weeks, 6 weeks came around, and you're like, all right, fucking need this shit. But then it got back to it, and it was just I was foaming at the mouth to get back to that shit. So
and then you get a couple weeks in, and it doesn't.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. That shit fucked me up.
It's horrible. It's horribly timed, and that's my biggest problem with it. In all complete honesty, I just feel like, again, it takes away from the story that you're trying to watch. If you're just trying to get through the series so you can watch 1,000 Year Blood War, I would skip all of it. That's what I did when it came back out. I wanted to get main story only. I don't want to get confused. I don't want to get straight from the storyline. I want to know what the fuck's going on so I can watch this fire-ass Blood War that's going on right now.
If you haven't started the Blood War arc, please go start the Blood War arc. So, knowing that the manga is finished, and if this Blood War arc goes well, that they will turn the 20-year anniversary release into something else, into a Hell arc, they are talking about possibly. So that might be on the horizon in a few years.
The fact that Tite Kubo has his hands in the Blood War anime is fantastic. We're getting a anime exclusive fight from the author himself, which is going to be fabulous.
It's going to be beautiful.
So, I mean, the fact, again, he's hands-on, which is awesome. He's finally getting what the Bleach series deserves.
So, which brings me to, where does Bleach rank right now as in terms of anime in your head?
Right now?
Right now.
So, the first course of, the first section of Blood War arc really had me feeling it. That shit was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm hyped for the second part.
Coming out this summer.
However, I'll say if we were to make another top 10 list, it would probably now be on. I don't know how high it would be, but I think it's officially moved back from the honorable mentions into my list. Because not only has season 1 been set, part 1 has been fantastic. Part 2 is coming apparently soon, in the summertime, I heard.
This summer.
So, the fact that they're able to crank it out fast and keep the animation top tier is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So, please,
listen to me. You have to go watch Bleach. It is my favorite anime of all time. It is fantastic. I don't know what the fuck this nigga's talking about. The filler arcs are great. The canon arcs are great. And if you are in the 1,000 Year Blood War arc, strap your balls up because it's about to be a hell of a time. Shit's getting real. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the damn video. We need y'all in the comment section. As you can see, there's a lot we don't agree on today. So please come help us out with that, and I appreciate y'all very highly for stopping by. Comment on the video, like I said, to let me know that you got this far, and thank you. Have a nice day.